All right, get ready for this deep dive. We're looking at a UEFA Nations League showdown. Serbia versus Denmark.
Yeah.
Huge implications for the quarterfinals.
Yeah, this one is a big one. Monday, November 18th, 2024. We're counting down to 10:45 p.m. East African time. Stadion Dubočica in Leskovac, Serbia. I mean, talk about electric atmosphere. This is going to be huge.
It's going to be wild. And for Serbia especially, I mean, it's win or go home. Denmark is sitting pretty in second place in Group 4. A draw is all they need. But Serbia,
They need a win.
they need a win bad. And that's where we come in. Tips Moto, we've got the numbers, we've got the expert analysis, and we are going to help you make those winning bets. So let's break this down. First of all, right now in Group 4, Denmark is on top with 7 points.
Serbia trailing behind, 5 points. So a win for Serbia. They're in. They go through to the quarterfinals. Anything less.
See you later.
Out.
So let's dig into why this match is so close. First off, how are these teams looking recently?
Well, Denmark has been scoring goals. I mean, they've scored more than twice as many goals as Serbia in this group stage. But Serbia, they've got two of the most dangerous strikers in the world. Alexander Mitrovic, he's 1 goal away from 60 international goals.
Wow.
And Dusan Vlahovic, young guy, tearing it up for Juventus. So why are they struggling to score?
That's the big question, right? On paper, they should be scoring for fun, but 3 goals in 5 group stage matches. Are they missing that creative spark in midfield? Are there any tactical issues going on? I don't know.
Could be a lot of factors. Looking at their recent performances, attack has been a bit disjointed, not really creating those clear-cut chances for their strikers. And even when they do, sometimes, they're not finishing them.
So maybe it's Denmark's defense. They've been so good, they haven't even conceded a goal to Serbia in their last 3 meetings. Oh. That's a tough wall to break through.
For sure. Rock solid at the back. Their defense is organized. They've got Serbia's number, that's for sure.
And this match, it's at Stadion Dubočica. That's actually, a smaller stadium. That might actually work in Serbia's favor.
How so?
Smaller stadium means a more compact atmosphere, maybe a little bit more intense. The Serbian fans, they're going to be right on top of them. And those fans are known for their passion, right?
Yeah.
So it could give Serbia a little bit of an edge.
It's a good point. Home crowd can be a factor, especially in a game like this.
Yeah, for sure. Now, Serbia, though, they're dealing with some injuries, right? Some key players are going to be missing.
Yeah, a few names that'll be missing. We've got Luka Jovic, he's out with a hernia. Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, he's not with the squad. Then you've got goalkeeper Vanja Milinkovic-Savic, had to withdraw. And Ivan Ilic, knee injury. So these are some big players missing. And it could disrupt their flow.
Yeah, it's tough. Okay, let's flip the script. Let's talk about Denmark. They've got a new manager, Brian Reamer. This is only his 2nd game in charge. Could that shake things up a bit? I mean, could it affect their performance?
It's certainly interesting. I mean, Reimer, he's known for tactical flexibility, big on possession-based football. So it's going to be fascinating to see how he sets up the team. Does he stick with what the previous manager was doing, or does he do something completely different?
Yeah, and their midfield, I mean, that's their heart and soul. Christian Eriksen, he's still the man. Dictating the tempo, pulling the strings, creating those chances. And you can't forget the captain, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. A real leader, brings stability. He's strong defensively.
Absolutely. Now, up front, they've got Rasmus Højlund, young striker, loads of potential, but he hasn't been finding the net lately. Can he, step up in this big game? That's the question.
Big question mark. I mean, do you think Reimer's new tactics, could they actually hurt Denmark? I mean, throwing a new system in right before a game like this, it's a gamble.
It's risky. But on the flip side, it could catch Serbia off guard. And maybe Reimer's got some new ideas to get Højlund scoring again.
All right, so we've got Serbia, desperate for a win, trying to break a decade-long losing streak against Denmark. And we've got Denmark evolving tactically, just need a draw to move on.
Yeah, and, you can't forget the history here. Denmark has dominated Serbia in recent matches, 3 wins out of the last 4, and haven't even conceded a goal. That's got to be in the back of the Serbian player's mind.
For sure.
It's definitely going to be a tactical battle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Adds a whole other layer to this match. But let's get to the good stuff. What does our Tips Moto supercomputer say about this one? What's the prediction?
Drum roll, please. What's the Tips Moto prediction?
All right, so after crunching all the numbers, looking at player form, all the historical data, even factoring in Reimer's new tactics, we're predicting a draw, 1-1.
A draw. That gets Denmark through, but it's heartbreak for Serbia.
Yeah.
What's the thinking there? What's making us predict that scoreline?
Well, we think Serbia, they're going to be so desperate to win, they might overcommit going forward, leaving themselves open at the back. And Denmark, They're so organized defensively, they can hit on the counter.
So it could be one of those, cagey affairs where each team is just kind of waiting for the other one to make a mistake.
Yeah, exactly. A real tactical battle. And that's why we think, a draw is the most likely result.
All right, so our listeners are feeling lucky.
Well,
How can they use this information to maybe make some winning bets? What are we thinking?
well, I mean, based on the supercomputer's prediction, a draw is definitely worth considering.
Yeah, smart.
Makes sense. Now, given all that attacking talent and Serbia's need to go for it, I think both teams to score, that could be a good bet.
Yeah, both teams to score. I like that one. Anything else?
If you're looking for something a little safer, under 2.5 goals, I think, it could be a tight one. Especially with Reimer, he might bring in a more possession-based style, keep things controlled.
All right, solid picks. Anything for our listeners who are, feeling a little bit more adventurous?
Ooh, if you're feeling brave, back either Mitrovic or Eriksson to score anytime. Both those guys, they can turn a game on its head.
Yeah, risky, high reward.
Uh,
I like it. All right, so we're talking a lot about betting. We're talking predictions. What makes Tips Moto? What makes us different?
what makes us different? That's a great question. I mean, we're not just guessing here.
No.
Our predictions, they come from cutting-edge technology and a team of experts who, honestly, they live and breathe football. We're talking team stats, player form, historical data, tactical analysis. We even factor in those tiny details that other people might miss.
Right, we leave no stone unturned.
Exactly. And on top of that, our odds, they're competitive, tailored specifically for the Kenyan market.
Yeah, that's important. And the platform itself, it's secure, it's easy to use, so you can place your bets, with peace of mind. No stress.
And if you ever have any questions at all, our customer support team is available 24/7. Seriously, anytime, day or night, we're there for you.
All right, so before we wrap up, let's look at those potential lineups.
Eh.
For Serbia, what do we think they're gonna put out there?
I think we can expect Georgi Petrovic in goal, back three of probably Marko Stojic, Nikola Milinkovic, and Strahinja Pavlovic. Midfield, maybe Vladimir Nedeljkovic and Alexa Terzic out wide, Nemanja Maksimovic and Nemanja Gudelj in the center.
And then Lazar Samardzic pulling the strings in that attacking midfield role, feeding those passes to, the dynamic duo up top, Vlahovic-Mitrovic.
Exactly. Should be a solid lineup. Strong defensively and then capable of hitting quickly on the break.
All right, so what about Denmark? What are we thinking?
For Denmark, I'd say Kasper Schmeichel in goal. Probably a back four of Alexander Baugh, Joachim Andersen, Yannick Vestergaard, and Victor Christensen.
Experienced backline. What about that midfield?
I think Morten Hjulmand and Pierre-Emil Højbjerg sitting in front of the defense, they break up attacks, and they can start attacks as well.
All right, and the front three.
Ooh, tough one. Andreas Skoff Olsen and Patrick Dorgu will probably provide the width, with Christian Eriksen in the middle. And then up front, it's a toss-up. Maybe Rasmus Højlund, Kasper Dolberg, Yusuf Poulsen.
Oh.
Tough choices for Reimer.
So two very different tactical approaches here. But let's just kind of step back for a second, revisit some key facts here. Serbia, they haven't been scoring a lot of goals. 3 goals in 5 group stage matches.
Yeah, despite all that firepower.
Right, and they have the home advantage, but it's a smaller stadium. Might not be as intimidating as they're used to. They're also missing those key players.
Tough break.
Now, Denmark, clinical in front of goal. 7 goals in the group stage. And that defense, haven't conceded a goal to Serbia in 3 meetings. They just need a draw to go through so the pressure's off a little bit. And they haven't lost to Serbia in a decade.
Yeah, psychologically, they've got the edge.
So a clash of styles, a battle of wills, a fight for a spot in those quarterfinals. Who's it going to be?
Can Serbia defy the odds and break that losing streak against Denmark? Or will Denmark just continue to dominate?
This one, it's going to be a classic. You do not want to miss Serbia versus Denmark. And Tips Moto. We've got you covered.
Oh, yeah. We've got everything you need to really enjoy this match, to make some smart bets. Our predictions, like we said, they're based on tons of data. And our experts, they're some of the best in the business.
Absolutely. We're talking accurate predictions. We're talking competitive odds. We want you to win. And we're here to help.
Yeah.
24/7 customer support. If you have any questions, any issues, we're there.
All the time, yeah.
But this is just the start, right? We've got so much more for you to keep you ahead of the game.
Oh, yeah. For all the best betting tips, you got to check out our social media. We're always posting new stuff, latest news, insights, and of course, those winning predictions.
Gotta follow us. You can find us on Twitter. We're always tweeting out live updates, all the analysis you need. Facebook, we've got a great community there.
Oh, yeah, loads of passionate football fans.
Instagram, too.
Instagram, we've got exclusive offers, behind-the-scenes content. You don't want to miss that.
Definitely not. And subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah, the YouTube channel is great. Match previews, post-match analysis, and we've got those exclusive interviews with some real experts in the game.
Yeah, come and join the Tips Moto community. We're having a lot of fun. So, back to Serbia, Denmark. Who's it going to be? Will Serbia pull off the upset? Can they break that losing streak? Or will Denmark march on?
Only one way to find out. Head over to tipsmoto.com, place those bets, and join us on social media for all the latest. Bet smart, bet with Tips Moto.
Where champions play.